Hey friends, are you here? Come on in. This is Deb with Art and Grace. I know you're not really seeing much yet, but I'll be here. I'm just getting my stuff over to the right spot. I'm trying to get this pulled up too because I had to restart my iPad just now. So hopefully there's no glitches. Come on in. Let me know that you're here. Happy Hour Monday. Hope you guys have had a good Monday. Let me know. I know this Monday has been hard for some. September 11th is always a hard day for a lot of people. Lots of memories and triggers and all the things. So try to be sensitive to that. But I think that coming in and taking a load off will help all of us. So come on in. Hey, Lori. Hi, Deb. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Judy and Brookie. Gosh, Brooke, I'm sending you a happy mail. You are the first one on lately all the time. So thank you. Okay, I'm going to show you guys something different that my brain has thought of today. This is not what I was going to do, but I thought of it just not too long ago, and you know me, I can't wait. When I get some kind of crazy harebrained idea, I want to try it. Hi, Sydney. Hi, Gloria. How was your day, Gloria? I always wonder if you're working or not. I can't keep track of everybody's schedules. Hopefully some of you are off today. Do y'all see me in a long sleeve shirt? I know you're going to laugh because it is, not really, let's see, it's 88, I think. It's probably the temperature today. But listen, for me, that might as well be 70 or 60. So I got a long sleeve shirt. You did work today. Hi, Barbara. So glad. Oh, okay, I will. Yes, thank you. I'm so glad you're here, Carrie, because I did not get to send a telegram. My phone, I had planned to go today to AT&T and didn't get to go. So I really have to get this phone looked at ASAP. So it'll be tomorrow. Thank you, Beth, for sprinkling. You guys are amazing for that. I appreciate you. We do want to do that so we can get more friends here to get a load off their day. We know everybody has a rough day, right? Or usually on Mondays. Thank you, Judy, for sprinkling. Hey, Cynthia, it's raining there. We'll send it down to Texas. You're at work taking a peek. Good, Beth. I'm glad. Okay. So I've got this new paper and I've already cut them into little squares so that I can send some out in kits because I fell in love when I saw it. It's all fall colors. So they're all cut into little squares, but you can use what you have. So to prove that, I'm going to use the ones you've probably seen me use already. So the first thing you start with, thank you, Brenda, for sprinkling, and Christy. I appreciate you ladies so much. Going to be cool here in Kentucky, Regina. Awesome. Yeah, it's getting, obviously 80 is not cool, but for me in the house with the air blowing, because my kids, they like it cold, or my husband and my daughter like it cold. And anyway, so here we go. This is super, super sticky packaging tape. You can get it on Amazon. It's on my Amazon favorites list. But you could figure out something else to use. So you could use duct tape. You can just Mod Podge it down to paper in a strip. But when I saw this, I thought this is going to be perfect for what I'm wanting to do with this paper. So I did get me the roll. Of course, it's not that much. And then all you do, because it's so sticky, is you just literally put down your paper in strips. Hi, Jeanette. Glad you popped in. Backroom Creations. Glad you're here. Just take these little strips and put them right up next to the other. I overlap mine just a little bit. Some of you have made snippet rolls before with fabric. I've never seen anybody make them with paper, though I'm sure that they do. But I have made these before with fabric, back when I used to do more with fabric. And so I thought about doing this and just used paper the last time. And it worked so good. We made some little Christmas trees out of them. So I've got another idea for you tonight. And I'm just using all the random pieces I have. This is a piece of that leather paper that I love to use. I'm going to see if it'll let me fold it over. And then I don't even worry about it being like a pattern. I just start putting it down. However it lands is how it lands. And that kind of takes any stress out of it. So you can put this in front of you as you're watching TV or a movie. If if your husband wants you to sit and watch football with him, then you can say, yeah, as long as I can make my Snippet rolls. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Tina. Glad y'all are coming in the 70s in Illinois. That's amazing. So cool. That's perfect, isn't it? I love weather where you can just kind of wear a little jacket or a sweatshirt, all my life, when it gets cool at all, we're all wearing like sweatshirts with shorts. So we still wear our shorts down here, but so see how fun and easy. I mean, I don't know how fun you'll think it is, but I mean, to me, because you're going to have something pretty in the end. That's why I think it's fun. Anytime I cut up a canvas for some reason, like this isn't canvas, it's paper, but if I practice on something, then I will take what I practiced on and cut it up and put it in my little box for scraps. So, this is just an old book page or magazine page that somebody gifted me. So I use these in all different ways. I'm going to use a little of this. And I don't like to waste these vintage things, so I'm going to be sparing with that, but you got to use it. That's why people give it to us. Your fall shirt with a light jacket, perfect. I think we're all going to get a little more energy, at least here in Texas where it's been 110 for so long. I think we're all kind of just ready. We see the light at the end of the tunnel. Hi, Kimberly. Glad you popped in. Oh, good, Patty. Well, I've only done one on a live, so I know that you know how that is. I mean, I don't think most people see my stuff, so probably only my old faithfuls have seen me do this. So this may be new for some people, and that's what I always hope. I hope that if it's not new, maybe it's something like me where you kind of forgot you used to do it or something, or you're like me and I had done it with fabric but not paper. And, sometimes the light bulb goes off and go, oh, why can't you do it with paper? Well, you can. Let's try it. And when it works, it's always like, yay. So just all the way down, book pages, hymnal pages, all the things. Hi, Dia. Hi, Kathy Dean. How are you? Some of you guys I'm so happy that you're doing the exchange again. You've signed up to do the September exchange. So I'm excited. We've had so much fun doing ATCs that we've kept it going. And, I had thought we were just going to do it in August. And I did a little poll. And by far, everybody wanted to continue it, the majority. So, I forgot this one, and I love that paper. So we're doing it again. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can, ATCs, let me grab one here. This is my newest one. Y'all may not have even seen this one. ATCs are these artist trading cards, and they're 3.5 by 2.5. And you can do whatever you want to create on them. This is probably what inspired the one today, now that I'm thinking about it. But this is just one I made last night for my Patreon group. Anyway, you can send me one that you make and I'll send you one that I make. And it's been really fun exchanging. Oh, good, Vicki. I know the postage is getting us, isn't it? But, do what you can. That's what I say. If you can only send 1 or 2 a month, then do it. Like, don't not do it just because postage is high or something. Like, go ahead and do what you can, because I can assure you they're a blessing. Everyone in my group who's been sharing, there's been so many ladies who say how much they are blessing them to get them, so go ahead and do it if you haven't. It's really fun. And if you are a creator and you have a little community, consider doing it with them, because you get to see each other's styles more and what they like and don't like. And I don't know, it's just been really fun. I know, Tina, I do too. I thought when I bought two I bought two twice. And I thought when I bought 2, I was like, well, surely, that's not near enough. But I'm sending them to everybody. I got so many that have sent me a card and I'm sending them back. So, but that's okay. It is so worth it to me. I am happy to cut something else in order to do that. So, but you know, again, not everybody can do what I'm doing. So just send one or two and know that you bless those people. Okay. You see how this is looking? I know it's still probably confusing for some people, but it's going to be cute when we put it into something. So you have to stay tuned. Yeah, I think you should. I mean, if they don't, that's okay, but at least you can see, because they may want to try something different. Sometimes you just need a little change, you know, from what you're doing all the time. And it's good for them and it's good for you. And then you can go back. It just gives you a little break. Oh, Laveda, thank you for the stars. You're so sweet to me. I appreciate it. You guys, I have really been so happy with, I don't have a lot on Patreon, but some of you signed up and I'm so grateful. I didn't know. I've really put off doing the Patreon thing and I'm so glad I did. It's just a very inexpensive way to show your support for a creator. And also I'm trying to give a lot of content over there for those that do. So it's just a cool little thing. Okay. That's all I'm going to do on this one. And now I'm going to show you with these pretty papers. So I'm going to move this one. Actually, let me Mod Podge this down. What I do now you can take this over to a sewing machine and run a stitch down, maybe 2 stitches if you have one, and you can do that. But that is not something I can do. So I have one, but it's not working. It hasn't worked in a while and I just haven't fixed it. So, oh, thank you, Brenda. Now you VIPs are not supposed to be doing it. The Patreon is really for people who don't want another private group, don't want all the content that I do. Because in my private group, I do acrylic painting and glass art and more mixed media, you know. So maybe somebody just wants to do this ATC thing and get some products back, you know, I'm putting a tutorial over there. I'm putting things they can download for free, all that. So maybe you just need a little bit, you know, but it's just kind of some people just have the Patreon where people can tip you, but I wanted to be sure and let you know how much I appreciate it. So I'm trying to put some content in there for you. Okay. So I'm just going to let this dry. I do want to move it out of my way because it kind of distracts me when I'm doing my next one. But just get a good coating down, because since I'm not going to stitch it, I do want to be sure that all the pages stick to each other. And so you saw me put a good coating, and then I'm kind of going and making sure each little, where it joins the next paper, that we have that down good. So just like so. Now I'm going to move this out of my way. Gina, this is, it's like packing tape, but it's super sticky. And I'll show it to you. I have it on my Amazon list if you want to look at that. You can get there by going to my website down at the bottom of the page, but it looks like this. So you would think it's just to pack up your boxes, but this side, I can't even tell you how sticky it is. It's so sticky. And I dropped a piece of paper on one and could not get it off. So instead of using it for my shipping, I am using it for these snippet rules. Of course, I use it sometimes. You did, Patty? It's really sticky, isn't it? Hi, Tricia. Glad you came. Glad you came. Thank you, Vicki, for answering that. I do too, Brooke. We don't do it near enough. We really, you know, I don't anyway. Maybe you guys are better than me. So the reason that I can do these kits into little bitty squares is because this doesn't take anything. You know what I mean? It doesn't take much paper at all. Plus you can use some of what you have, but all of these are going to be so pretty on here. So I'm just going to kind of go ahead and, since these aren't scraps, these are actually papers that I bought to do this with, or to do something with. And so I want to use them. You can do them thick or thin, and you can do some thick, some thin. But all of these are fall colors, so it will look really good together. Hi, Myrtle. You got a roll of that, yes. So how was everybody's Monday? If you haven't looked at the post on my page, I asked people if they remembered where they were or, you know, what they felt on 9/11. And some of the stories are just so worth reading. You know, some people had a friend who should have been there that day, or a relative even, you know, just really heartwarming, or, you know, just, I get chills. I have chills right now thinking about some of the things I've read today. So if you haven't seen that post, it's a really good one to read. That's the best part of having this page, is getting to kind of interact with you guys and see what's on your mind and what you're going through and what you're thinking about. So I love when people will engage with my questions and things. Yeah, aren't they good, Patty? Diana, son. I just, every story I'm like, you know, you can just visualize it. So it's a good one to read. Okay. I'm trying to hurry. I know this is taking a little bit. Today's a heavy day. I'm sorry, Brookie. Well, I'm glad you came, because, you know, on the days that we feel like it's too much and we're just exhausted with the world or whatever, at least pop in and listen, even if you don't talk, because I know a lot of people are not chatters and they don't want to type or whatever, but just pop in and listen, because I think being alone kind of amplifies our dark mood, and being with people, even if it's just online listening, and you might chuckle at something, or you might feel a little better at something, you know, something somebody says, you never know. Hi, Angela. She's a swapper. Talked about our ATC swapping. Okay, I'm almost done. Taryn. Usually, I don't have to do this because I'm using scraps, but I did want to see what one of these would look like with all these gorgeous papers. So let's get going. So you literally just start. Now, I've taped this down, as you can see, with a piece of the tape, or you can use whatever you have. And then we're just, no rhyme or reason, no pattern. I'm just going. And you can go faster than I am. I'm just kind of pressing as I go and making sure they overlap just a touch, you know. If there's any gaps, that's okay. And you can certainly sprinkle in some of your own paper, or if you have some pretty little fabric, you could use that. That's how I've seen these, is with fabric. But, you know, maybe you've got some little lace or something that you want to use. So I'm just going to kind of press that down really good. That will have to be Mod Podged, but let's get a larger piece in here. It's very earthy looking, isn't it? Kind of earth tones, and I just love earth tones. That's kind of how my house is. I like a calm aesthetic, and earth tones always make me feel that way. I'll show you, Shelly. How are you tonight? How's Chris doing? There are so many things you can do with snippet rolls. I am going to make an ATC card with this one, but you can keep going. You can do this as long as you want to. So you could just, like, I would just put this off to the side, hang it somewhere or whatever. And then the next time I want to do one, I would attach this to the one I do and just keep going and going and going and roll it up. And then when you want to use a little piece of it, you've got it all in a roll, and you just unroll what you need and use it and put it back. So, oh good, improving slowly. Well, all improvement is good improvement. Oh no, somebody's daughter went to work with, oh, Trisha, how are you? Are you getting your strength back? Girl, you worked so hard Saturday. No, that's too many greens right in a row. I don't really care too much, and a lot of times I really don't. I just pop them down, but since I'm teaching you guys, I should probably watch a little bit what I'm doing. Okay, so you saw that I just had these little squares. I still have some I didn't even tear up, and all of this left. So we could definitely do a whole nother one. So much of this. And if you want to add, like a book page would be really good in here. Like these little magazine pages that I have. If you're like me, you may have some of this on hand, and you can add that. Also, I add this a lot. Now, I didn't tonight, but what I will do is usually, thanks, Anne. I love these earth tones. This is just my favorite. I will wad it up really good and really tight so it gets a lot of little wrinkles in there. And then tear my piece of it. It just makes it look a little more worn. So I'll put a little piece here at the end, like so. Okay. So now we've got these down. I'm just going to Mod Podge over them to stay settled. But look at all this. Let me move this out of the way. Can't even find my cards. There's my watercolor ones. There. And so I'm pretty generous with the Mod Podge to be sure that I get in between all the pages. And I'm going just right over my little, this is called leather paper. It's just real thin, but it's more substantial than tissue paper or something. And I get it at Temu. I don't know where else you can get it, or if it's called something else, but that's what they call it. Tried to oh, did you keep your grandson? It's hard. We have to literally schedule time to rest because there's always demands that will come up if we don't, you know? Now, and with family, there's something you just can't, there's nothing you can do about that if you need to help family. But, you know, sometimes you have to say, I just can't do that because you just can't keep putting your body under so much constant stress and go, go, go. I can't because of my back, but I know I used to with work and everything else before and after work, like with my mom. I think that's part of what hurt my back more is all that I did lifting and different things. Okay, so got a good, nice coat. Gonna brush this over. Get back in your own lane, sir. Just press that down. Hi, Kathy. Glad you're here. I think I saw your name on the sign-up list for ATCs, right? Okay, that's good on the Mod Podge. I'm going to move and switch. I'm going to work on the one I just did while this one dries. Hi, Sheila. Glad y'all are popping in. I love it. Okay. So move this one to the side, and we're going to work on this one. This is the one we did first, if you missed it. I'm going to grab my scissors and just cut. I usually turn it over so I can see what I'm doing, and I'm just going to cut down the row. You don't have to. If you wanted to use it, you know, longer, you could leave it. I am going to just cut it down the row. I don't know what you might use these for, but save them if you choose. I don't because they're too small for me, but I guess you could. I save things like this. These are from another project I did a while back, and I saved these because they're so pretty. These are all my paint palettes that I used and made a snippet roll with. So you guys have seen me, I'm sure, use these kind of paint palettes. So when they get really, really full, they just are so pretty, and I will cut them up sometimes and use them like that. Got your scarecrow? Oh, good. Yay. That's okay. No rush. No rush. You got it when you want to do it. I have really enjoyed sending out these kits. I have probably one left on my Etsy, possibly. I don't even know if I have any left. They usually sell so quick, and I am so glad, not for money, because I don't make hardly anything on them. They're like $10 or $15, and then, you know, by the time you have purchased the supplies and stuff, you're not making much. But the reason I love it is because you're trying things. That makes me so happy. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You can do anything with this. Let me just give you an example of something. I wonder where my little... Here they are. Let's get a little smaller pair here. Cutting off the extra tape. So we can put it like this, going across. We just do 2 rows of it. You can put it like this. That's what I'm going to do with most of this. Let me just kind of cut it about the right length. You can take a piece, and what I would do is, I usually go for it, but in a smart person would print out, or, you know, put something on the back, like, you know, their little design, like a pumpkin or something. And then when you cut it, should be about the right shape. It's just a guide, so I'm going to try to use as much of this as I can. And we could use this for the stem, but knowing me, I would use something else for the little stem. Now you're cutting through this thick duct tape. So, you know, it's not hard or anything, but I'm just telling you, it's not like paper. And there you've got a cute little pumpkin that is so interesting, rather than just cutting a pumpkin out of a plain piece of paper, right? So that could totally be on a card. And then we're going to do some things to the base and then put this on a card. So do y'all see how cute these can be? Hi, Jamie. Hi, Maria. Yes, these are snippet rolls where you take, you know, a lot of people use fabric, but where you take, I'm using paper, and you put it down in a row with it overlapping a little bit, and then make things with it. So you can make anything. I mean, you know, the sky's the limit on what you can do with it. I think a pumpkin is a great thing to do right now, with it being fall. So I'm just going to do another pumpkin. We'll give these away. These will be some of my ATCs maybe you'll get. I do have something to give away tonight. You know me, I can't wait to give something away. So it'll be small, but I just think it's fun. And I've got all my Happy Mail has been mailed out. As of today, I mailed some more. All my ATCs have been mailed out. Everybody who sent me one is now in the mail to you, if you don't already have it. Okay, there's another little pumpkin. And it actually kind of looks different because there's a lot more white on it. I know, they're just fun, Brenda. They're just fun. And then I would do something with this. So what I would do with these is either use something like this as a base and then put that on top, or maybe this paper. We'll do this so I can show you how it can be super cheap. You know, I like showing, you know, you can buy all kind of cool supplies and cool papers. But if you just want to kind of look around and use what you have, then surely you've got some paper that came from a box, you know, like somebody sent you something. But look and get creative. There are things all around us we can use. I think it'd be real cute to do these with fabric. And I'm just going to put this down. I like the wrinkles. It makes it look old and interesting. I'm going to press the edges especially. Oh, good, Pat. I'm so glad. Thanks, Nelda. Oh, Christy, thank you. I appreciate it so very much. Have y'all noticed? I don't know if everybody else is still having stars parties, but I have not had a stars party in months. I can't remember the last one. Christy, can you? I don't know what. I think because I don't go live every day, but I can't go live every day with my back. So I don't know. That's why I like to branch out and do other things and try to put all my stuff on YouTube and some things on Pinterest, and I'm just cutting around the edges. But in that interesting background, that's kind of what I like, is finding ways to have it look a little different and unique. And then we'll just take this and plop it on here. We're going to do some things to this first. So I've got a few stamps that I want to use. And you know me, I usually don't take time to get the block. Hi, Helen, that's okay. Oh, thanks, Angie. Oh, sorry, I can't read that far. My vision is so bad. I don't have contacts on. So I'm just going to stamp this down and put it in a few random places. And I know that my little snippet roll is going to be covering most of it, so I'm going to focus on the edges. I'm using black, so it'll be a good contrast. So there's that. And if you have stickers or anything like that, you can use it. I'm trying to think what the other thing I had got earlier. Should have got it out, because now I'm like, what was that? I guess I was thinking paint. Putting a little of my copper paint. This is one of my favorite things to use in fall. I usually go through several bottles. It's Worn Penny, and it's just the perfect fall color. And it's metallic, so it really looks cool. And just kind of give, not a lot of this is going to show, but the edges will show some. So I'm going to kind of just put it on. You can use a brush, but what's the fun in that, A lot of mixed media, I just tend to use my hands, and I get exactly the look I want by doing this. Okay. See? That added something, didn't it? Now, what I know I need some bubble wrap. So I'm going to have to get into my box. Now I'm going to grab a piece of actual bubble wrap because my box is put up. Hold, please. Let me grab some. So when you get a box, be sure you save just a little piece of your bubble wrap so you can use it for something like this. You don't need much. And then you can reuse it for a while. But I want some black. Okay, no problem. Thanks, Vicki. I'm glad you popped in. What is everybody having for dinner? Okay, so we have these cute little black stamped part, but I do want a little more, so I'm going to just put some black paint on my bubble wrap, and I always use paint. I'm sure that you can do this just fine with ink. Where's my little paper? I'll just use this. But see, it makes it really dark when you use paint, and I like that. Okay, that's good. Can tell I'm gonna like it. Hamburger, nothing tonight, Patty. You're not having dinner? Thanks, Cheryl. Hamburger sounds great. What is y'all's favorite hamburger place? Now, you may be making them homemade, but we had this discussion. Austin was here for the game. Was it yesterday? And he doesn't think In-N-Out is the best, and the rest of us think In-N-Out is amazing. Fixing supper while watching. I'm so glad. Who says you can't multitask? Good, Christy, thanks. Christy makes some amazing ATCs. I can't even tell y'all how much it's been a blessing to see everybody's creations. Okay, so this right here, I almost cut it off, but I realized that's my leather paper, so I don't want to cut that off if I don't have to. So we'll use a little of it. But I kind of want that leaf too, so just kind of see where you want your thing to be. If you have those scissors that cuts little, you know what I mean, little shapes, you could use those and have like a scalloped edge or a zigzag edge. I do have those zigzag scissors, but just not near me. So I think that would be really cute too, but I'm just going to put this on as is. And now I'm even thinking, do I want to bring it up? I think I might. I think I do. Let me just try something here. I mean, just kind of have to look at it and see what you think. It's really personal preference, you know. Skirt steak. Oh, wow. Bacon wrap. Oh, wow, Debbie, that sounds amazing. Yellow subs pubs. I've never heard of that. Okay, Teresa. Oh, probably not, Deb. I think it's a California restaurant that came to Texas, and this Texan loves it. I'm going to cut this because I'm having a little idea. So I'm going to cut that, and then I'm going to put this onto my card. You can use Mod Podge if you want to, but because this is kind of slick, I am going to use my Better Glue. And this should hold it down really well. I kind of make sure to get it really good where the edges will stay down really well. And oh wait, I did want that at the bottom. Well, I can just turn it this way. Okay. Definitely fall colors, you guys. Definitely a fall look. I want to switch and do this other one too. So I'm going to just set this aside for 1 second and look at it. Look at the colors. Is that not so pretty? I love these colors. Okay. I think honestly it'd be cute to have it. Let me just take a look here. See if you have it, the edges kind of like that on both edges. That'd be kind of cute. Or you could turn it this way and have them cockeyed like that at the bottom, see? So I don't know, whatever you want to do, guys. The world is your oyster. You can do it any old way. I am going to tell you what I'm going to do. This is going to be different. I've never done it this way, but I'm going to do kind of the whole thing. So I'm going to put a lot of Mod Podge on here. And I was going to do glue, but I just this second picked up the brush and started putting it on there before my brain hadn't activated. So we'll Mod Podge this one and put it down right here. Press all these edges down against the back of this. You can see my dirty fingers is getting on this part, but that's okay because I always cover up this part. I either have something that I'll put on here that lets you put your name and all that, or I usually add a different card on the back, like just another sheet of watercolor card, and that covers it. You do need to cut the edges because you want these to be able to fit into a baseball sleeve, which holds 2.5 by 3.5 size. So, thank y'all for sprinkling. We want to keep the numbers up if we can. Or Facebook will be like, oh, not showing her anymore. She makes people leave. That is so pretty. Do y'all like it? Is it just me? I love the colors. It's just my style there for fall. Son says, Mom's Burgers. Oh yeah, Whataburger's good. Yeah, that'd be cute, Christy. You love the brown and orange beaver? Yes, Deb, I know. I really don't like a lot of meat. It drives my family crazy, but I really don't. I get grossed out really easy. If I see anything gummy or weird, I'm done. I mean, I am done. Okay, look, love it. I think I'm going to put a piece of something here, and I'm going to use maybe, I was looking for a piece of this, maybe a piece of the book. No, I don't want to use that. I think I'll just use another little piece because I didn't quite cover that little edge right there. So I'll just use a little piece of this. Just kind of cover that up. Because I know I'll be giving this to somebody and I don't want. There's just a little tiny piece that I didn't quite get to the end. So this will cover it and be sure that edge is good and sealed. You love the Snippet? Good, Linda Sue. I do too. The Garage, I've never heard of that. Okay. So different because this one's all covered up and this one has that. But now if you want to put a word, or let me show you what I have. I've got, you know, you've seen me use one of these stamps before. I'm going to just grab one. They kind of look like, a lot of them look like stitches, you know, like sewing stitches or something. I'll just grab one and use it. And you know what I did the other day when I didn't have my little back, you know, the little square plastic back that we use. This is just in a pinch what you can do. So I just put it on here and pressed it down and it stuck, and I used that to kind of stamp it down. So, you know, find something that you can stick it to and it works just fine. Isn't that funny? But we're improvising around here. You can see the black paint that I did it with. So black paint again, and we'll just kind of stamp somewhere. See, that's cute. I like it. So got that little stamp on it. Y'all see that? Yeah, clear crystal square, clear acrylic squares. That's right. Get some there. Maybe a little on this one for fun. I'm going to angle this one a little just for something different. And there's that. And then I have these little words or definitions. So cherish, nature, home, inspire, wonderful. I definitely want nature on this one. What would y'all put on this one? I don't want home. That doesn't say home to me. Wonderful, cherish, or inspire. What do y'all think? Oh, you ordered these, Christy? Yeah, I was glad. I liked them. When, you know, sometimes you wonder, is it going to be real cute when you get it? But I love these. And then I'm taking black. I'm going to go ahead and just do it and put it on the edges. And that frames my cards. I do that on a lot of these. Just kind of gives it a little frame. And it's kind of artistic looking, right? Just using your finger. You can use ink though. This one I'm just deciding if I do want black, and I do. Okay, let's see. Did y'all pick a word? Inspire. I think I see most inspires. Daniela said cherish, but I see the most inspire. So nature and inspire. Now, this is where you can layer it if you want. You can put it on plain if you want. You know, you can just keep turning that wrong. So whatever you want to do. I have an idea. Let me grab my Sorry Silk. If you have ribbon or Sorry Silk or anything like that, it's great to use on these. But this is just a piece of cotton fabric even. And then here's some Sorry Silk that I like to use. Hi Marie, how are you tonight? Hi Rebecca. I don't think I've said hi to you. If I haven't, I'm so sorry guys. You know, I'll go back and read the comments. So I'm going to grab just a little bit of color with these, and I have a little idea I want to do with them. Maybe a little bit of this. And I'm even going to try to cut this in half if I can. Hope I don't ruin it. Yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. It's so thin, but where there's a will, there's a way. I'll just kind of fray out the edges a little, and once it's on here, it'll be cute. Just kind of twist it up. Those came from Temu, Brookie. They got me. They got me. I don't remember. You know how they send you, ooh, for a limited time. And I looked. I knew better. But that's how I found this paper, and I loved it. Okay, so just, you know, grab a few things, and if you can get them into a little knot, that's even funner. But see how small they are? It's going to be hard. I'm going to try to get that to go through. If you have small fingers, it's not hard, but if you have man hands like this, I'm just kidding. They're not really man hands. They're just adult woman hands. I can't do it, but that's okay. We'll work around. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's going to be cute. Do y'all like it? I think it's cute. I'll just use this little piece. I am just going to kind of tie a little knot. I think I can do one of these. I just couldn't get all three through that little hole. Before I tighten it, I'm going to kind of make sure they're somewhat centered. You like it? Tie in the middle. Yes, that's what we'll do. There's always a on me. Oh, I forgot to put Do Not Disturb on. Somebody tell Ron, leave me alone. Okay. That scared me. Okay. Somewhat angle. I mean, I'm not too worried about it, but just kind of do the best you can with these ends. I don't want them sticking too far over the card. Good, Sheila. That's excellent. I cannot wait to see it. I don't have a lot of fabric. I used to, but if I had a lot of cute fabric, I would do it too. So you're going to have to be you'll have to show us. So then we're going to put that on. We'll have this somewhere on here, maybe tucked right there. And what was the other thing? Oh yes, I had this little pin that I wanted to somehow incorporate. So we could just kind of, I don't know, let's see what we can do with it. What about even this is a risk. I just put it right through there because I just want to try it. I'm not going to know unless I try it. And then put this through here. Got to be careful not to ruin my little piece of paper. And then you can kind of, if we could work that up in here a little bit. See, I don't know. It's just a little idea. And it can kind of hang. I kind of like it. What do y'all think? You start some fabric, fall fabric to add. Excellent. I know, right? I'll read him that. Trust me, I will. You like it, Brooke? I kind of do. It's so different just to have it hanging, but I think it's super cute. Okay, so for this, I would probably hot glue that bow on. I just don't have it on, so that's what I'll do on that one is I'll hot glue that. Now let's do this one and we'll be done. And we still have these I'm going to have to do, so you'll have to look for a picture. So we're going to do nature. I think I want this at the bottom of the card because it kind of grounds it, having that color down there, I think. I don't know. We'll play with placement. And you can even put something behind it. And this would be good paper, you know, because it would kind of frame it. So let's just cut it out and see. We don't have to use it, but we might want to. You know, that might work. I did get these. Christy, did you see these? They just had all kind of fall stuff I couldn't resist. And I hate to keep unrolling, but you could use that owl. It's right there. But it's got all kind of things. It's not really just fall, but it definitely has a fall look to me. So sorry, guys, I sneezed. And that might be cute. That might be cute. I'm looking to see if I want to. My idea might be to frame it. So we're going to try. If we don't like it, we won't use it. So kind of just an imperfect little background frame kind of thing. What do y'all think? I'm so glad y'all are liking it. That's the goal for sure. Oh, that's cute. I like how the green behind the owl, and there's green right there. And then what if this may be a better color? Yeah. Oh, I like that. And then a little bit of this to bring in this brown color. You like it, Teresa? I'm so glad. Nothing makes me happier than if y'all like it. And I've had some duds, you know, I've had some that I get off of here and think, oh, I don't think anybody liked it, you know, and it's so disappointing. And it's just my fault because, you know, something in your head doesn't come out as good as when you actually do it. You know, you do it and you're like, yeah, that didn't really work too well. I don't think it needs more than 2. For some reason, I always do 3 of everything, but I think that's good on that. And I'm moving something out of my way. And then I do have another little pin if we want to use the pin on the fabric. I just think they're kind of fun to use. Oh, good, Elizabeth. We're doing some little snippet rolls here with this. I'm just going to try to use a piece of this. I think the more strings, the better sometimes. It looks really cool and kind of messy. And I like that. So you can pull them out or cut them out if you want. Sometimes it's too many, like that's a big bundle, but I do like having some strings and I hate these scissors. I keep picking them up. So see, just kind of roll it around and you'll get some more strings. And this can just be decoration totally. It doesn't have to hold something like the other one did. Yes, Amazon. And I have a link on my Amazon list where the store I get it from if you want to use the same store. I've loved it. I've also bought some okay, so here's what I like about that store is I get these more, muted, a lot of earth tones and things. And let me just show you my bucket. And then for the really bright colors that I wanted in the summer, I didn't get those in my bundle, so I ordered those on Etsy. But they are very bright, so they're not for things like this. I mean, it wouldn't work. Okay, guys, isn't that cute? And then something like that. And you can ink this as well. I think I'm going to ink the edges. We have the best time, or I have the best time. I hope y'all do. I'm going to use this dark brown, give it some contrast. I have several things going on. So if you're interested in knowing more, learning more, just go to the website down below. You'll see my link and it will, you'll just navigate around, and I'm going to put a little brown on that white part right there and kind of, so it's not stark white. And I might even, see how I do like that behind it, but it is pretty white, pretty clean, and everything else is very earthy and kind of organic. So I am going to take the lighter brown and do a little bit around these edges that will show, and just kind of, so see, it's a lighter brown and it's giving it a little, almost a dirty look. So it's not, doesn't look like new paper. And I could have torn it, which would have also helped with that. And then let's do the edges of this. I'm just using it right here. The sticker stamp, those came from Temu, and it comes in a roll like this. All different designs. This is one of the best purchases I've ever made. I use this thing all the time, and I love having them together. If you don't use it a lot, just get the small sizes like a Ranger ink, because they're really nice to have too. But if you use it a lot, this thing is nice to have. Okay. Now let's assemble. So we'll have this. We'll have this. This is a sticker, so you can stick it down. And got to be careful with placement. See how kind of dirtying it up and adding the brown made it look a lot better. And then have this. Okay. I think that's good. What do y'all think? Hi, Arla. How are you tonight and how are you feeling? You can use Mod Podge if you want. This is just not as messy. So I'm kind of, let me see if that's the right place. Perfect. I do want it a little sideways, just a little bit. Thanks, Patty. All from Snippet Roll. And so unique. You won't get another card exactly like it. And even if you make one, yours is going to be different than mine. We all have different supplies or different taste. So, and then I'm going to hot glue that on and just kind of have the pin there. Look how cute, guys. Do y'all like it? It takes, let me just stand up so I can see what you're seeing. Okay. There we go. There's this one, and then here is this one. Both made with Snippet rolls. I'll hot glue that down. Very, very easy. Now, I made a little bit of mess. There's a lot of paper scraps around, but if you want to make some like these, just be watching. I'm going to list a few kits. I probably can put together 4. I'm not going to have enough for a whole lot, but I would love to see you guys make some. So I will do that. I'll try to do it tonight. Oh, thank you guys. I'm so glad you're here. I'm going to draw for a happy mail. I've got my pad right here. I know I need a pen. Okay. I'm going to scroll way up and then way back. Just stop somewhere. Thought I saw an emergency symbol. I don't know what I saw, hearts or something. Lori Pilot. Lori, are you still on? I landed on you. And I hope you are. I'm just putting happy mail and the date, because I didn't promise you something. I'm going to have to look around. I've got a lot of things, so I will find something that you will like. Cutting envelopes. Good, Penny. I'm so glad. Thank y'all for being here. Really fun. It is so helpful for me to get to visit with you guys and teach something fun, and hopefully you'll do it. Now listen, if you want to send one to me, just go to my website. Down at the bottom of the screen, you should see my link, and you can sign up, and it will send you an email with my address and some information and a freebie that you can download and print. Thanks, Sydney. And what else? Just check out everything on the website while you're there. The ink is on my Amazon list. Yes. And if you go to that website, you'll go to the page that has my favorite supplies, and then you will see Amazon, and just click on that. And then from there, you can choose if you want to go to my ATC list. I've got a list for glass art. I've got a list for acrylic painting. Just whatever you're looking for is divided up, so you don't have to go through too much. So, but you can always holler at me if you can't find something, and I'll help you. Okay, good. Awesome. As you do, Gwen, a 6-foot snippet roll. Is it fabric or paper? You are so welcome, Tina. You don't even have to thank me. I'm just happy to get to share with you guys. My group is, well, I've got 2, but my membership group is called Art and Grace VIPs. And I also have Art and Craft Showcase. And that's where you can put a picture of what you're working on, share it with the group, get feedback if you want, things like that. No videos, just share what you're working on. Oh, good. Teresa, that's so good. I'm glad. Did you see this little one I showed earlier? I think I showed it. This is for the Patreon winner for this week. I pick one every week, but I've got this just kind of sitting here so I don't forget. I'm getting very organized. A brown paper roll. How fun. I would love to see it, Gwen. You should put it in the Art and Craft Showcase, or just send me a picture. Just send it to my messenger or something. Thank you, Cheryl. Appreciate you guys so much. Have a great night. I'll see the VIPs tomorrow inside the private group. And then I'll be back here on Wednesday, I believe at noon. So come back. Get on my email so you know. I send out my schedule every Monday morning. And by the way, if you got that email, there was a big announcement about new paint, but they had to pull the plug on it. So I will let you know when it does launch. They launched it, and then they had to take it down. So I'll let you know when it comes back on. And be watching for what I do with this one. I might do something totally different. All right, guys, have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.